Hi. So I was just doing a reading and I noticed when I was done that Leslie had been talking to me in the chat. And typically, when I'm doing a reading, I'm kind of honed in on that. So I didn't actually see the chat until I ended the video. I noticed it as I was wrapping up. So um, I I hope I catch her again so that I can, because I decided I'm just going to go ahead and answer those questions here. I am going to try to keep an eye. I don't know if I can find her again. But um, first thing she wanted to see, she wanted to see my outfit, and so it's just a dress. It's just a little sundress kind of a thing. I actually have two of these. The other one is a couple of shades of purple, and they were like palm trees or something. I don't know, but I love this. It kind of feels like wearing a nightgown because it's so comfortable. And she loved my hair. Thank you so much. It's. I always think I always feel like I look like I just got out of a clothes dryer because it's everywhere. In fact, today it was all over so much that I actually kind of pinned it up a little bit because it was just I feel like a mess. But I live on an island and in a windy place, and so um, I mean, messy hair just kind of goes with the territory. So, and then the other question that she asked was if I had tattoos, and the answer is yes. So I thought I would take the opportunity to share them with you and give you the tell you the little bit the story as they go with. And I need to preface this because um, I am a hairdresser and a life coach, and I read cards. And so in my world, tattoos really are not terribly taboo. My father was military and he didn't have any tattoos, but all of his friends did. And, so I spent my whole growing up seeing tattoos on his arm. The sailors all had tattoos on their arms and they'd move their arm and the lady's leg would move, just battleships, all kinds of stuff. But I was always very, very intrigued. And when I was in my 20s, I would look at them and, oh, hi, 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 hi. I do see you. Hold on. I'm gonna respond to this because I'm gonna tell you this video is for you. So love you here. Thank you. Thank you. Can I click your name and mod me? I don't know. I don't know what that means. It's not coming up as a link for me. Anyway, I've always been very intrigued with tattoos, and I look at them, especially in my early 20s. And at that time, I mean, not everybody had them. There a lot of hairdressers did, but not everybody. And I would look, and I stared and stared and stared, and I'd think that's such a cool thing, and I'd kind of dig that, but I would want something because it would be very permanent. So I want something very special, and I really just never could come up. I never saw anything that said I want that on my skin forever. And so go to the right of your name. I have 3 tattoos. Let me see. I go to the right of your name. I still don't. I don't see it, Leslie. I don't know. Anyway, by the time I got around to I got into my 30s or whatever, and I said, I'm not going to get a tattoo. Then I'll just be like everybody else, blah, blah, blah. And, because then all my friends, they weren't even unusual anymore. And on May 28th, 3 years ago, I had a big life event. And it was one of those lessons that really pulls the rug out from under you. And I am still healing from that. And it very much changed my perspective. So in 2017, my daughter and I, at first I said to my daughter, I said, hey, let's get matching tattoos. And it was actually just a whim. It wasn't even something I've been thinking about. And believe me when I tell you that my suggestion was not met with the enthusiasm that the suggestion was given. But we ended up getting a tattoo together, and I kind of let her pick it out because she wasn't going for any of the things that I was suggesting. And so, yeah, ceiling is good. So I let her choose it, and I'm gonna show them to you. So the first one was one that my daughter chose, and we got them together. And it was, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but there's a heart here with little roses in it, and I think you can see it. And that was the one that my daughter and I got together. And my daughter and my son really are both, they're just my pride and joy. And I always say that my kids turned out great despite my best efforts to ruin them. But there's a lot of meaning in that little heart. There's 4 flowers in it, and they're roses. And so they represent me, my husband, and my 2 kids who were his stepkids, but he loved them as his own. And also my daughter and her family, her husband and her 2 kids. But they're little roses. And while my husband wasn't a real big flower guy in general, he would entertain me by helping me with the pots and things like that. But we had this little pink mini rose bush that he just fell in love with. It was just his pride and joy, and he was just so excited about it. And it was really fun because it wasn't something that he was necessarily passionate about, but there was just something about this rose bush, and he got so much joy from it. And we had it, a very delicate little rose bush that really should have been very hard to keep alive, and we had it for years. And it's just very symbolic to me. So that was the first one. And then what do I have going on here? Kiki, do you love me? That's a fun name. Yeah, it's just a little sundress. It's more of like a bathing suit cover up thing. I live on an island, so then that was on July 5th of 2017, and then on August 8th of 2017, I got a second one, and this one was a very, very personal one. I'm going to show that one to you. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it's really hard for me to show. There's a goddess, a letter B for boundless, a compass, the word wanderer, and it's a little off kilter. It's not really straight. And the goddess represents kindness, gentleness, sacrifice, acceptance, patience, forgiveness, all of those traits that we need to be blessings to ourselves and others. And also strength, courage, um, acceptance is a big one. And choosing to move forward. B for boundless, because the only limitations we really have on ourselves are self-imposed. So boundless, really to remind me that I really can do anything. I can do whatever it is I set my mind to do. And especially after my big life event, that was something that was very important to me because I didn't feel strong at all. I felt very defeated and brokenhearted. And so the goddess really reminds me that it's not defeat. It's just another opportunity for a lesson, and it really helps me move forward. And then remembering that I'm boundless, so on those days that I get up and all I do is manage to put one foot in front of the other, that's good enough. And on the days that I really excel and do great, then that's awesome too. So whatever it is I can do. And the compass is that as long as I keep in mind those things that the goddess teaches me, I will never lose my way. And then it also says wanderer underneath, for all those who wander are not lost, and which gives me permission to be curious and to move forward and to move around and to experiment and to try new things and to try them in the situation that I found myself in after my life event. So it's a very personal message to myself. And whenever I'm feeling a little weak or a little frightened or a little fragile, then I look at my little reminder on my arm that I'm really not alone, and I'm really quite blessed, and I can do whatever I set my mind to. So that's a very important one. Now, then my third one. This one will be easy to see. And she's helping along a little, and she's wrapped around my heart. And so she's protecting. She's got this amazing hair and this amazing tail and all kinds of beautiful little details in there. And that's really about the direction that I choose to go. About am I going to continue moving forward and becoming more? And I really wanted her to look not too real. I wanted it to be a little bit surreal, and to remember the magic, and to remember the dreams are valuable. And it also reminds me of purpose, and so that I remember that all the things that I share with people in my readings are, they pertain to me as well. And so I really love that. So it's my family, my personal growth, and my life being living the life that I choose and moving forward in a very magical way. So they're very personal to me. And honestly, I everybody always says that once you get a tattoo that you're gonna be, oh, I have to have more, 5,000 of them, and I've got friends that have lots and lots of tattoos and everything. But honestly, I don't know that I want any more. I think these are telling the story that I needed them to tell. Let's see. They're both on my inner forearms. I wanted them to be so you don't really notice them necessarily unless you happen to see me moving around, and it's kind of like a little thing. But I really just wanted them where I would be able to see them. Thank you for the nice tattoo thing. You love my eyelashes? Thanks. I can't say I'm terribly responsible for those, but um, do I want more? No, I really don't think I do. Um, I, I don't think so. If I were to add to them, it would probably be something more. I'm a scuba diver, and I live for being in the water, and so I tend to be very passionate about anything that I love. So I'm very passionate about my career as a hairdresser, and that job, the creativity of it, the what I do, and it's more than just doing people's hair. I take the responsibility of being in other people's space very seriously. I'm very passionate about the cards, and reading and giving people uplifting and hopeful messages. And I'm very passionate about being a life coach, and helping people, giving people the strategies that help them move forward, and being able to be part of that process for them. So that's kind of cool. And I'm very passionate about the water and about little fish friends, and being able to be a part of that. For me, the most peaceful place, my happiest place, is with a 3,000-pound air tank on my back, and then, at 100 feet under the surface. So, if I were to get more tattoos, it would probably be to add on to the mermaid, and I'd be, I don't know, maybe a starfish or something. But honestly, they feel very done to me, so I don't think so. But anyway, so um, thank you so much for the questions, and I'm glad you popped back on once I started the video, Leslie. And I'll look on this and see what it is and how I can um, do what you said. I don't see anything on here. I don't. I actually only use this to do readings for people. I do the video, and then I give them the link, and then they can come in and see their thing. It's nice because then they can keep it and go back and watch it again, that sort of thing. So, but thank you for the questions. Thank you so much for joining me. And these little short readings, the 1, 2, and 3 card readings, actually I do. I just do them for free because I love to do them. I do charge for the bigger ones that take, take a while and that sort of thing. You know, if it's an hour and 15-minute reading or something like that, then I do charge for those. But these are always free. So if you want one, you're certainly welcome to ask for one. I don't usually get to them immediately, just because I mean they still take me a little bit, but usually within a few days, within a day or two or three, I get to the readings. So I've only just started using YouTube, so it's not fancy, but it's a nice way to get people their readings without, you know, having to type a lot, which I do too. I'll do readings via email. Can I what? You know, or can I? I don't know. It says can you? I don't know. I don't know. Can I what? Anyway, I will start watching this. I when I'm doing the readings and I see these kinds of things, you know, it's kind of hard for me to pay attention to that while I'm in the flow, because I start talking and the words just come. But I will watch them, and if you're ever popping on here and asking me questions during a reading, I will do what I did this time and pop on again after I'm done and chat with you. I'm happy to do that. Oh yeah, I live in the Caribbean. I came here actually to scuba dive and for a little bit of healing, and I fell in love with the place in about 24 hours. And it has been the best physical and emotional healing that I could have done, and I love it here. And you know, it's really about just living the life you choose and playing the cards you've been dealt is something too. So I'm not I'm not a big believer in sacrificing everything for, you know, for nothing. You know, I see people all the time. They spend their entire lives living for the weekend. So 5, 6 days out of the week, sometimes more, they're trudging along, and then they try to live their whole life in a weekend. And I think that's a sad way to live. And I just decided that I could be passionate about what I was doing where I was, or I could be passionate about what I'm doing in a place that makes me feel safe and at peace. And I threw some stuff in a soup in case, and I put my dog in a crate, and I haven't looked back. So here I am on an island, and I get to live the life I choose. And that is a huge blessing. It's not exactly what I expected, but I have no problem with making the best of it. So, and I mean, my dress is just a dress. It's just, you know, it's just a dress. Nothing special about it. But so, okay. So with that, I am actually supposed to be studying for another certification for scuba diving and taking. So I am going to shut this down. But thank you so much for comment, and thanks for watching my other videos and asking questions and chatting with me. Don't leave. Well, I can't sit here all night long. We've been on here 20 minutes already. But you're welcome to watch some of my other videos, and I'll probably be, thank you, my mascara. I'll probably be on again in a few days and doing another reading or two. So you're certainly welcome to join me again. My bangs are huge. You know, it doesn't always look like this. It kind of does. It does what it does, and it's windy here and it's humid because I'm on an island. So, you know, that's how that works. Anyway, and what else? I can't think of anything else, but So I really do need to get back to sitting. Am I tall? No. No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm like 5'3". So I'm like fun size and normal size. I think that's average. My friend says it's not average, but I think it is. So, um, is the couch comfy? Not really. No, not really. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not my favorite place. I usually sit out on my deck, but and I always get great reception there for making the videos. So, do you get on here like this and just talk to strangers like this all the time? Is this what you do? How did you find my channel in the first place? Can you show how long your lashes are? Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I would show them other than what you can already see. Yeah, they're natural. They got a little mascara on there. But yeah, you know. If you want your lashes to grow, a little castor oil does the trick. Just put it on with an eyeliner brush. Put it on just a tiny little bit right on the lash line before you go to bed every night. You can put it in your brows as well. No, I don't have any eyeshadow on. I actually don't really wear very much makeup. I wear chapstick and mascara. I actually have mascara and earrings on because I went out to dinner with a friend tonight. So we went down and had a salad. But that's it. It's not very long. It's about this long. This is the end. That's it. How did you find my channel? Is this what you do? Do you just get on live videos and talk to people? Nobody's actually ever really talked to me before. Oh, in a search? What were you searching for? Well, of course on YouTube. We're on YouTube. What were you searching for? Well, anyway, I really need to get back to studying. I'm getting ready to take a rescue diver certification. So I've got some stuff to do. Study on stream. Well, I can't really because my book work is online. So, but you're certainly welcome to subscribe to my channel. You would be joining the other, I don't know, I think I have 2 subscribers or something like that. I actually don't promote the channel. So I just use it to post these readings for people. So I'm actually surprised that someone found me in the first place. So, okay, well, Leslie, very nice to meet you, but I really have to go. So I will see you again another time. Thank you so much for visiting with me. And I'll see you.